So let me introduce you to two amazing souls. One by the name of Jagadambika and the other one by the name of Pablo Narayanaya. I met these two individuals, Victor and I met these two individuals in November 2019 when Victor took me for as a birthday gift for a week vacation at the Shivananda Yoga Ashram in upstate New York. And so we signed up to take some meditation courses with Jagadambika, and we sat down with Pablo Narayanaya to learn about the Bhagavad Gita. He has a lot of knowledge on this. And Miss Jagadambika has a voice of an angel. She plays the harmonium. They both sing kirtan throughout the world. They travel, and they teach yoga and meditation, kirtan, chanting. Two amazing people, and I am so honored, so humbled. I wanted this to happen at the studio, but be it as it may, it's happening now, and it fills my heart. I've been wanting to bring these individuals in front of you. They're amazing. And so I hope you enjoy this experience. This is our first one, and I'm sure that there'll be many more. And when they make it over to the New York, New Jersey area, they have to come to the studio and do a satsang for us at the studio. So without further ado, my yogis, yoginis, enjoy this evening. I give you Jagadambika and Pablo Narayanaya. Let me, okay, and there we go. And let me unmute. Okay. Yes. Okay, everyone is muted.
Namah Sivaya. Thank you very much, Jagadamba, for that introduction. And yeah, so we're gonna start, and we'll talk a little bit more during the session. So first things first, we're gonna sit up straight. If you're not sitting or not able to sit in the floor, it's okay. If you can, just do it. It will only be for some minutes. If you're sitting on a chair, just make sure your back is not touching the back of the chair. Just the same for some minutes. We're gonna sit up with the back straight. We're gonna close our eyes. And we're gonna do a meditation. But before we do the meditation, we're gonna start repeating the mantra Om. It's okay if you're muted. That's good. The mantra Om is for you, not for us. Okay? So just repeat the mantra Om with us. Okay? As loud as you can. If your family or your friends think you're crazy, it's okay. It's likely you are. Okay? We're all crazy. So inhale deeply. Keep your eyes closed. Keep your hands on your knees in Chin Mudra. Index and thumb touch each other. Or the hands on the lap, the left hand underneath the right hand. Your back straight, your head and your neck in one line. You can mentally repeat, I am a huge mountain and nothing and nobody can move me. And repeat, I am a healthy, huge mountain. Nothing and nobody can move me. We're just going to start making rhythmic or breathing. Inhaling in 3 seconds. And exhaling in 3 seconds. Inhale 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Once your breathing is rhythmic, and rest your mind choosing a focal point. If you're more of a rational, intellectual nature, you can rest your mind in the center of the eyebrows, the third eye. If you're more a devotional, emotional person, you can rest your mind in the center of the chest next to the heart. There's no better or worse. Once you pick one focal point, don't change it. Just rest your mind there, like a bird that is resting in a branch of a tree. With your breathing, you can start mentally repeating the mantra Om. Om when you inhale, Om when you exhale. Or your personal mantra if you have been initiated into one. Your mind wanders, let it go and come. Don't fight with it. With patience, with tolerance, bring your attention back to the breathing, the focal point, and the repetition of the mantra. We'll do this for the next 10 minutes. Sahana Bhavatu Sahana Bhavatu Sahaviryam Karavamai Tejasvinavaditamastu Ma Vigvishavamai. Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namah Sivaya. So, I'm gonna do some kirtan, and I was this close to talk to you in Spanish. Can you just confirm if you have the lyrics in the chat? In the chat of the meeting, we put the Sanskrit mantras of what we're gonna chant. So just make sure you can have access to it, and try to chant with us. The idea of kirtan is that it's another practice of yoga. It's just like doing headstand, but more powerful and easier. Okay, but it also requires practice. Okay, so just doesn't matter if you chant beautiful or not, and besides we cannot hear you, so it really doesn't matter. And just try to do it from the heart. Okay? You can also close your eyes after some time and just feel the vibration of your body. We're going to start with the Maha Mantra, which literally means the great mantra. You say it's one of the most important mantras we have in this era. It's called Kali Yuga. Very, very powerful mantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. more, louder. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
So thank you for being here, for being part of this satsang. Satsang, just to also explain a little bit, satsang means coming together to learn about the truth. Sat means truth, and sang or sangha means a group of people. This can be virtually, like we are now, or in the same location, but basically coming together, sangha. And it consists of this learning about the truth through three different ways. Now we do a meditation in the beginning, which we did just now, without explaining much, because we start to get into this in the form of silence. Yeah. Mentally, we repeat mantras. This was what Narayana was guiding us into. Filling the mind with the mantra mentally in silence. Then we chant. This is the same thing. We are chanting mantras using the energy of sound, but we do it aloud. And the next thing that we are going to do after chanting is going to be a little bit of a study, a talk. We said we were going to talk about the power of thoughts today, which is really using also the intellect and studying about this truth that we are trying to find. A little bit more afterwards. But I just wanted to mention this because I want to emphasize how basically everything that matters is the attention that we put into and the focus that we put into. Okay, we can sit and just listen and feel the vibration, but at the same time, it is so much more effective if you really join us chanting. Wherever you are, whatever it sounds like, really chant out loud from the heart, and you can feel the full vibration in your body, as Narayana was telling us. So I hope everyone can see the next mantra that we are going to chant. Govinda Damodara. If you can see it, find it in the chat. You cannot? Then let me copy paste it. If you could open the chat down in the line below, you see. I cannot see it. Yes, I'll send it again. Okay. I think. Yeah. Now it's there. Okay, good. This is what we're going to chant together. Actually. And normally, how we chant kirtan is call and response. But since it doesn't make a lot of sense that since we don't hear you, we'll chant it all together. You listen one time, and whenever you feel like you want to chant and join us, please do. And whatever comes out of your mouth is good, even if the words are not correctly. Okay, that's what it is. This is also a mantra towards Krishna, the perfect example of love, unconditional love. Govinda Damodara, Adaviti, 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 Hey Krishna, Hey Adava, Hey Saketi, Govinda Damodara, Adaviti, Hey Krishna, Hey Adava, Hey Saketi, Govinda Damodara, Adaviti, Hey Krishna, Hey Adava, Hey Saketi, Govinda Damodara, Adaviti, 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 Hey Krishna, Hey Adava, Hey Saketi, Govinda Damodara, Adaviti, Hey Krishna, Hey Adava, Hey Saketi, Govinda Damodara, Adaviti, 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 Hey Krishna, Hey Adava, Hey Saketi, Govinda Damodara, Adaviti, Hey Krishna, Hey Adava, Hey Saketi, Govinda Damodara, Adaviti, 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 Hey Krishna, Hey Adava, Hey Saketi, Govinda Damodara, Adaviti, Hey Krishna, Hey Adava, Hey Saketi, Govinda Damodara, Adaviti, Govinda Damodara, Adaviti, Govinda Damodara, Adaviti, Govinda Damodara, Adaviti, Govinda Damodara, Adaviti. So we will chant one more mantra. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. write it maybe down in the chat. Help if you were closer. So when we talk, I'm going to pull it a little bit closer, but for the chanting with harmonium, it makes sense to be a little bit further away. Yeah? So we will chant this mantra, Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha, removing obstacles that are standing in our ways, maybe trying to think about a personal obstacle that we would like to work on at this point, and trying to ask for help, for support to be able to let go of this. Okay? So please chant with us. Now let us keep the eyes closed just for a moment to sit up nice and straight and feel the effects of the kirtan, of the chanting, of the vibration that you created in your body. So if you haven't already, please, you can open your eyes again. I will bring you a little bit closer so you hear the sound a little bit better. Good. And so we will start this part, as I said before, of a little bit of a study, yeah? To help us uplift, to help us connect a little bit to these yogic teachings, and maybe to have some tools that we can use. This is always, Victor, nice to see you. It's beautiful to see you all, wherever you are in all your places. So nice. So yes, let's study a little bit and see what is actually happening at the moment and how we can actually apply the yogic teachings to help us pass a little bit this time, or to help us cope with this situation that actually we're in right now. Because this is very rare, right? The fact that we are not able to go out and do what we want to do, the fact that we're not able to hug our friends, meet our friends, to surround us physically with the people we want to see or with people we love. And so basically what we're experiencing right now is a limitation of our freedom that we got so used to, that is imposed from the outside, right? So we're in our relative reality, that what we experience for real, we are told by someone, yeah, that because it's better for the whole society, or for the best for the whole society, we have to follow certain rules. Now, this is very interesting, because what we're experiencing in the outside right now can actually be so related to what is happening in our minds all the time. And so what I would like to do is compare the situation a little bit to the yogic teachings and to this limitation that we impose ourselves on, or that we impose onto ourselves by limiting us through the identification with, for example, the body and the mind. Let's see what I mean with this. So the yogis say that you are not only this body alone. Okay, the yogis say actually what we are, and this is what yoga is called. Yoga, the word the word comes from the word yug in Sanskrit, meaning unite. Okay, unite what? Can we ask? It means uniting the individual soul, that what we think we are, with the underlying consciousness that pervades all. The individual soul with that universal soul that exists in anything and everything. Okay? This is what yoga talks about. Now, this is very difficult to understand or to really grasp, because we're here talking about another way of understanding our existence, right? The yogis actually tell us you have to a little bit unlearn the things that you always thought to be able to let these teachings in. Now, when we say in yoga, you're not, we say this individual soul wants to be united with the underlying consciousness, because this is what we truly are. Now, since many of us, and basically nearly the main population, we identify ourselves mainly with our body and our mind, right? With the emotions, maybe with our job or the relations that we have. When we ask, who are you? The first answer would be maybe the name, the age where I'm from, or my occupation. Instead of maybe saying, I'm a spiritual aspirant trying to connect with my true nature. right? This could be the first answer, but it's mainly not. We identify with many other things first, yeah? And identifying with the body and the mind alone is this limitation that I'm talking about. This is all happening mentally. We identify with whatever it is. Now, yoga teaches us this is actually not what you are only. It's actually one thing that it seems like we don't know who we truly are. And even worse, we identify with something that we are actually not. We are not this body or this mind alone, but we are this underlying consciousness. Now, to kind of understand this underlying consciousness, the yogi uses a description, and he says, you are Sat Chit Ananda. Sat, Chit, Ananda. 3 words, and they mean you are existence, your knowledge absolute, and your bliss absolute. Happiness, unconditional happiness, or the indwelling bliss. Now, this is not something that we have to attain from the outside, but the union is already there. That's what we are. But we have to unfold it. We have to learn to let go of the outer limitations that our mind actually brings to us by identifying with the physical body, with the mind alone, to be able to connect with our true existence, with our true essence that we actually already are. Now, when I say the limitations that we have by identifying us with the body and the mind, where do they actually come from? Actually, they come from the mind. Okay? Now, there are 2 ways of dealing with the mind. First thing is to be friends with the mind and walk hand in hand with the mind. Say, hey, you're part of me, and I know that you're limiting me, but we together can go beyond. This is one option. Other option, you let the mind do what it does, and you will always identify with the physical body, with our emotions, and so on, right? Because really the nature of the mind is to put everything in order, everything in a category. This is how the mind operates. So obviously it wants to also identify itself with something, to put it in a certain group, a certain category. Now, if we decide to go hand in hand with the mind, and we decide, okay, I'm open to see, actually, to unfold what lies behind all this, right? We have to, first of all, understand how the mind works. The better we understand the mind, the more we can actually work with it. And now, Narayan and I come from, or we have lived in many ashrams, mainly over the last years. This is also where we met Jagadamba and Victor. And they go back to the teachings of Swami Shivananda, who was a great saint in India. And Swami Shivananda said the mind is like an unconscious stream of thoughts. This is what he defined the mind. An unconscious stream of thoughts. Okay? Meaning, everything originates in a thought. And this is why it is so important to understand the power the thoughts have and to learn how I can work with my thoughts. Now, I would like to read a little bit of Swami Shivananda, what he actually says about thoughts, because it is not so easy. It is not so easy because we can actually not really control our thoughts. If we could control it, this would also mean you would know what the next thought is going to be that you will think. Can you? We cannot, right? So we cannot really control our thoughts, but what we can control is what we let in and how we entertain thoughts that are actually there. How much we want to go into them. Many times, even during meditation, we can visualize that thoughts are like clouds in the sky. They come. We cannot control it. They come. And I can either dwell on them, entertain them, and give them power through the mind, or I can let them pass. Okay? So this is the control that I actually have. This and the fact that by raising our vibration and by purifying our body and mind, I can radiate on a certain, or I can vibrate on a certain level, which only allows a certain category of thoughts to come and go. If I'm vibrating always on a very high level, most likely very depressive thoughts will not come to me. So this is the strength that we actually have. This is the control that we actually have. Now this book is called Bliss Divine. You can see Swami Shivananda here. It is one of the most important books of Swami Shivananda. He wrote over 200 books. Some people say even 300 books. He wrote many. This is one person in one lifetime writing 200, maybe 300 books. It may be that some have been, yay!
Jagadamba has it. Jagadamba and Victor just bought, when they were in the ashram, like 50 of these 200 books.
Good. So whatever you want to study of Swami Shivananda, really, it's great. Maybe there will be the chance, no, in the BayOhm. Yeah. So let us see what he writes. And this Bliss Divine is very interesting because he covers many, many topics. Yeah, he goes into many topics, and there is a whole chapter on thought. And I would like to read to you just a little bit what he says here. He says, thought builds character. Every thought of yours has literal value to you in every possible way. The strength of your body, the strength of your mind, your success in life, and the pleasures you give to others by your company all depend on the nature and quality of your thoughts. You must know thought culture. Thought culture is an exact science. Man is created by thought. What a man thinks upon, that he becomes. Think you are strong, strong you become. Think you are weak, weak you become. Think you are a fool you become. Think you are God, God you become. A man forms his own character, becoming that which he thinks. Actually, there is a beautiful way that he said, everything starts in a thought, and you sow thought, you reap an action. No, everything that we do originates in a thought that we had. You sow a thought in the soil, you sow it, you reap an action. You sow an action and you reap a habit. You sow a habit, you reap your character, and you sow your character and you reap your destiny. So everything depends on thought. This is what he's teaching us, right? And now this interesting fact that maybe I've also shared in the meditation course in the ashram, for example, that I shared. Whatever you fill your mind with, that you become. Yeah? And this is very obvious, for example, when we talk about, I mean, that what you become is a little bit difficult here to say so, but when we talk about a lime, a fresh lime that you cut and you squeeze into your water, and you see it and it already starts to smell, right? And you squeeze it in your water and you're ready to drink it. Now visualize this situation and observe what is happening in the body. Me, myself, because I know I have the lemon in the kitchen right now, it already starts produce some saliva in the mouth and I'm already engaged in it, right? Even though the lemon is not here at this very moment, okay? Whatever you really fill your mind with and wherever you put your attention, this is this is what we actually kind of become in a way. If I only entertain negative thoughts, that's where I'm going to be. if I only entertain divine thoughts. And this is why it's so important to repeat the mantra whenever you can. And this can be Om or any other mantra that maybe you have learned in your classes, or I'm sure there will be also, I'm sure Jagadamba is happy to also share which mantras there are, right? Basically, the more we fill ourselves with these mantras, the mind, the more uplifted we are, the more divine the mind becomes. And now, just to mention this, because I find it very important, when we talk about God or the divine, we have to all find out ourselves what this means. The God that I believe in or that you believe in, I'm sure I'm not believing in, and the other way around. Okay, it is very personal, and we have to find out what is divine for us. This can be nature, this can be unconditional love, or this can we call unconditional freedom. Whatever is really sacred to you. Yeah. Now, good. So we say whatever we fill our mind with, that we become. So how can we actually really, what are the tools that we can use these times, right? Because if we entertaining only the fact of the thoughts that we are limited in our freedom right now because we cannot do what we want to do, this really pulls us down. But we can also use this chance that we have, that we are given actually right now, the time that we have for maybe more introspection. And, you know, the whole world is a little bit slowing everything down. And this can also happen in the mind, that I would like to invite you to slow down, introspect a little bit more, and then start cultivating good habits. And a few habits that I would like to, or a few tools that I would like to share with you are, for example, to practice gratitude. Gratitude always brings us the feeling of connectiveness. As soon as I'm starting to separate myself from others, I'm actually limiting myself. And this union that we are talking about is actually not taking place. So by practicing, for example, gratitude or telling kind words to other people, we're connecting with this union. So what I would like to invite you to do is to share 3 things that you are grateful for at this moment. Okay? This is a little bit interactive, so maybe maybe Jagadamba, you can start sharing what you're grateful for at this moment.
I'm grateful in this moment for this satsang. I'm grateful that we were able to connect, that my husband is here, and that we were able to come together tonight at this time to just be together in this beautiful practice. I'm truly, truly grateful for that.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
Rosa.
Hello. I'm grateful for sharing this moment with you guys. This is really beautiful. I'm grateful for my family and that no one's going crazy in here. And I'm grateful that I took time for myself to do this.
Me? Hi guys. I'm grateful for waking up and seeing you guys because I got to hear you, so I woke up. I'm definitely grateful for being healthy, being here with Carol, and just being okay. You know, really, really being okay. Continuing to do some of the things that we want to do, and just being alive. Just I even though we can't do a lot of things, I feel blessed every day. Every day I still feel blessed. Every day I'm happy. Every day I'm grateful. It can always be worse. Just because we can't do the things that we want to do doesn't mean that it's it's not good right now. You know what I mean? I think that it's good being alive. You know what I mean? It's just I'm grateful for a lot of things. I can keep going and going and going, but the main thing is just like I said, just being able to connect with you guys is awesome. Is awesome. Thank you both. Mm-hmm.
Mary.
Hi.
No, she's unmuted.
Well, there's so much to be grateful for, but I'm really grateful I have the time to go deeper into my practice, and that I feel like I'm taking advantage of it in a big way, and I'm so appreciative of that. I'm also really grateful about my 2 dogs and my husband, who are great companions. And third, I'm really grateful that this social distancing is actually bringing me closer to people now in unusual ways, and I'm really appreciative of the fact that I get that, and that it's important and meaningful. So it's all good. It's all good.
Who do we have next?
We
have Eunice. We have Dawn. Wait.
Eunice is on.
Oh, Eunice is on? No, it's not Eunice. It's Dawn. Hold on. Dawn?
Yes. Hi.
Hi.
I'm grateful to have the opportunity to take this type of class. I'm new to yoga, and I'm really enjoying everything that Carolyn has taught us and tonight that you have taught us. I am grateful to have a very healthy household right now and hope to continue to. And I'm happy and grateful just to be able to sleep at night, get some more rest, and de-stress. And having a virtual yoga class every day helps me. So thank you, Carolyn.
Namah Sivaya, you're more than welcome. I'm grateful for you. Okay, and now we have Eunice.
Hi there.
Hi, Eunice.
Yep. Hi there. So I'm very grateful for myself for showing up right today. It's a Sunday, of course. You're taking time and carving out the time to learn this practice or to gain knowledge. Thank you to Caroline, and of course to both of you for sharing your time with us. Thankful also for none of my family are sick. Right, that everyone's well, that we're together in the house. And most of all, thank you for all the blessings, right, that we continue to have. And of course, for Caroline and for BayOhm Yoga for actually arranging this one. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Great.
Did you say what you're grateful?
No, that's fine. Now maybe we can also share why we're grateful. So I'm grateful to come together like this today and to share this with you and see your faces and really connect with people that I haven't met before. But knowing that this is all due to this situation right now, that we are open to do these things virtually, and it really enriches me very much. And then I'm grateful for being here with Narayana at this moment, and I'm grateful for the swim that I had this morning, because we are very close to the water just outside of our room. Yeah.
I'm grateful for seeing Victor because he makes me happy, and I'm grateful for the good food that we have in this place, the simple but good food we have access to. I'm grateful for the health that we have and that I see you guys have, and I am very grateful for these tools because they give me the power to create my day. And most likely, if I have this mentality tomorrow, I'll be grateful too. So thank you very much.
Yeah. So
And just so you guys know, can you, Jagadambika or Pablo Narayanaya, can you tell them where you are right now?
yes, so we are in Mexico, in Bacala, which is a lagoon that is, or the lagoon of Bacala is sweet water, 78 kilometers of sweet water, turquoise blue, very beautiful, you know. And we're very blessed, because when they told us you have to, you know, stay home, because we don't actually have a home. We used to stay in tents in ashrams over the last years. We had to stay where we were, and this was actually this place right here. So yeah, that's why we are very, very grateful. Yeah.
I wanted you guys to know, because, you know, it's just another example of how it doesn't matter where we are. You know, this is one of the positives about the situation that we're in. And it's something that I keep talking about in class. We have to, like she said, find those moments to be grateful, where they're in Mexico, we're in New Jersey, like, and we're connecting together, we're sharing together, we're learning together. So this is one of the reasons why I feel so lucky in this moment, because I've been wanting to spend this time with them, and I'm very happy that we are all here exactly right now. I feel this is exactly where we need to be.
Exactly. Yes. Thank you so much. And just to conclude this whole satsang, really, I mean, this is just one of the tools that we have, you know. Another tool would be use affirmations. Fill the mind with health. Tell yourself, I'm happy and I'm good. You know, I'm happy and I'm good. And this is really what we become if we repeat it. And if it's not there yet, we say fake it till you make it. You know, repeat it over and over and over again. So these are a little bit of the things that we can do. And just to take something out of this, share it with others, and maybe with your whole family on the next meal, do the same gratitude circle, any meal or any dinner time or so. Or if you're alone in your house right now, maybe WhatsApp it to a friend of yours, and they will share the same back. So this is very important to really raise our vibration, not only our personal vibration, but uplift others as well. This is key. Yeah. Beautiful. So it was really a pleasure and an honor to be here with you and to do this with you and come together. So thank you, Jagadamba, for inviting us. Thank you also, Victor, for putting all your heart in it. And thank you all for joining. And we would like to end chanting together 3 times the mantra Om. Okay? And Shanti, 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 which means peace, as you may know. So sit up nice and straight. Inhale deeply. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bolo Sadhguru Maharaj ki Jai.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you so much.
We'll be talking some more, so we can gather again and do some more learning. Perhaps the Bhagavad Gita.
Oh God, that's
So that's his specialty. Thank you, everyone, so much for taking the time out tonight to spend this time with us. My heart is so full just seeing all of your beautiful faces, and really, really, truly, you have made my night. You truly have. Be blessed, be well, be safe. And if you have any questions about anything that you heard tonight,
I just wanted to say something because we've been working this month in a pretty big effort to bring teachings to all our homes. And we created this platform that it's called sadhananow.com. I'll write it now here. And we're offering their courses all the time. Swami Kashi, which is a great teacher, is also giving courses there. Jagadambika, myself, Satyadev, it's another German teacher. Shakti in Colombia. And what I want to say, Sam in Canada now, is that and the courses have a cost, but if you cannot afford them, you write to us and we will see how you take them. The important thing is if you want access to information and to knowledge and to practice, because in the end it's what really yoga is about, is there. Okay, so I'm just going to write it in case any of you have any chance to check it. And thank you.
you can find them on Facebook at Jagadambika, right? And also Narayanaya.
Our names are very complicated.
And also you can find them at Satana Now, right? It's
Satana.com with an H there also. We make life complicated.
So feel free to follow them. This is my brother and my sister. And we were all trained in the same tradition. So feel free to follow them and look forward to one day them coming to the studio, because I'm going to drag them to the studio.
No need to drag. Just open the airport and we'll be there.
Yeah, that's it, right? All right. So thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful evening, and again, reach out to us if you have any questions at all. Okay.
Good night.
Om Namah Sivaya. Good night.